Hi all, we're up to episode 8 of Barachi Ice Elementalist of Sif Muna. I'm your host, Ultraviolent 4. We're in Swamp 4. We're going to try to get our first rune this time. We tried really hard last episode, we got kind of close I guess. We got sight of the rune vault. But I'm pretty sure we can get in this time. We can actually get our first rune. And then maybe, who knows, maybe we can even get 2 runes this episode. We can go to the spider's nest afterwards, which I think can be pretty fast because we have Ogrebs. It's going to kill everything at once. So yeah, maybe. And it will also help if we can get Freezing Cloud up. How's Bolt of Cold? 17%. Pretty good. Pretty good already. Because we have indeed started training for those spells. We got our shields to 15. We did an ice cave last episode. I guess that helped a bit with experience. And so now we're finally moving on from defenses into doing our spells once again. And I mean, once we get Ice Cloud, we're going to be looking pretty strong. Bolt of Cold too. Both those spells are really good. And then, I mean, throw an Orbit Destruction and an Iron Shot on top of that, and we'll be set for this game. Alright, so, Swamp. Let's do... I'm going to X out the End Vault. We'll do that last. No, that's not correct. Let's clear around the bottom first, and then we'll do that at the end. Alright, well that's it. So there wasn't too much. But before we go... Oh, we got another Shambling Mangrove. Alright, so these guys are really nasty now that they can essentially Val Clutch you. But we learnt that if you're on deep water, they can't do it to you. I believe that's the case, and they haven't done it yet. Oh, we failed it. We want Ogrebs for the Hornets. And I guess we want to... we need to use period, but we want to... we got slowed. If we got paralyzed here, we could die. And you can get paralyzed even through our poison against these Hornets. Our poison will block it 1/3 of the time if you were going to be... Sorry, it will block it 2/3 of the time if you were going to be paralyzed. So it does help, but the only way to be immune to this paralysis from a Hornet is to be completely immune to poison. So you're something like a gargoyle or a mummy. And if we got paralyzed right now, next to this guy hitting for 41 damage, we might well die. So let's continue throwing icicles. Alright, good. So not this time. It's, yeah, very, very scary enemy. And before we got rudely interrupted, I was going to say I want to think a little bit about this Swamp Dragon scales. So it's an armor that I really like. It's in a pretty sweet spot in terms of giving good AC while not being too encumbering. So it is still really good for a spellcaster. Let's see, its encumbrance rating 7. So it's lighter than the Ice and the Fire Giant armors, but heavier than Acid Dragon. And I think its R Poison is a reasonably useful resistance too. So I really like this one. The downside for us, well, there are a couple. The first one I can think of is that it's not going to work with Ozakubo's armor anymore. So our leather armor is really light at the moment. We've got 15 AC, but we can throw Ozakubo's armor on top of that to go up to 24, which is actually pretty absurd. The other downside is that wearing this Swamp Dragon scales, because it's heavier than the leather armor, it's going to make our spells harder to cast. So I mean, we're not in too much of a hurry, as I've demonstrated by training 15 points of shields. But it will delay our Bolt of Cold and Freezing Cloud a bit. And what's kind of a pain is that I can't test it, because our leather armor has the drain property on it. So if we take it off, we'll get drained, which will make it really hard to actually tell how much our spells are affected just by the encumbrance. Well, I think we'll wait. So we don't have a bunch of enchant armor scrolls at the moment. We've only got 2. Whereas ultimately this can be enchanted to +7. So maybe we'll wait a bit. We'll get a bunch of enchant armor scrolls so that we can get heaps more AC out of this. And maybe even we'll have trained some armor skill so that we'll get extra AC out of it. And for the moment we'll stick with the leather armor. What else are we getting? We're getting int +3, a little bit of int and some strength. Well, the strength doesn't matter too much. The only thing that affects is it helps us a bit when we're beating enemies over the head. You see what I did there? When we're beating enemies. But yeah, +3 int is the only other thing we'd be giving up. Shift X Control E to remove the exclusions, and let's hope that we don't meet Loney. Oh, another Shambling Mangrove. This is number 4, I think. We're really showcasing off the new enemy, or the new spell set on the enemy. I was really hoping we could just yell it out. Not to be. I'm casting preemptively our ice base every time. Ah, here it is. Okay, so we want to get over the one little patch of deep water here so that he can't do his constriction thing against us. This wouldn't really work with anything else, except we happen to be a deep water species. And this swamp worm is going to pull us out of the deep water potentially. Can we just enslave him maybe? 54% chance? Apparently not. Well, he's adjacent to us, so that's fine. I don't like being adjacent to the Shambling Mangrove though. I'm going to acid one him using period so that we don't shoot our ice base behind him. We didn't acid him and we've made the hornets. This is really too scary. I'm going to hop back. If we get paralyzed right now next to all this stuff, we're going to die. So now that we're here, we can do the all grabs to take out the hornets. And we can make a new round of ice base. Yeah, this is better. You just really don't want to get paralyzed next to a Shambling Mangrove. Come on, ice base. Get there. Alright, they got there, finally. That is not a fun enemy. They weren't fun before. And that was before they can do their constriction stuff. Oh, okay. No Loney, and there's the rune. So it was a final boss, Shambling Mangrove. There's our first rune. We did it. It only took us 8 episodes. Yeah, but we got there, so can't complain. Now, just checking our progress. It's still going to be a little while before these spells come down. I mean, we can still use it. We have Sif Muna's miscast protection, so we can just throw a 21% to fail Freezing Cloud out there, and even if we do fail it, Sif will probably protect us. But yeah, I mean, Ogrebs is going to destroy Spider's Nest anyway. Well, that's the plan. Alright, to Spider. Note that even though we have never once used Channel Magic, how we've still never made it to 6 pips of Sif Piety. Sif's piety gain is really slow. You basically get nothing from killing enemies even though she accepts your kills. The only way you get it is by training spells. So when I was training shields, we just did not get any piety whatsoever. Which is, it goes to what I was saying where I don't find it super important to train invocations in a hurry on Sif, because you don't have the piety to spam channel magic anyway. I'm trying to talk and fight spiders. It's not really working. I find it really hard to make points and play at the same time. And we're getting swarmed here. It's a good thing these guys all get destroyed by poison. I should have Ozokubo's armor on. That was part of the reason why I didn't pick up the swamp dragon scales yet. Which I'm just going to drop out here. We can get it again when we're ready for it. Yeah. Everything in here will be destroyed by Orgrebs and by poisonous vapors. All the spiders are susceptible to poison. So, I mean, one round of Orgrebs, it's not instant, it's slow, but one round of Orgrebs should pretty much just kill spider packs. Sif Muna gives us Core Imp, Summon Demon, Alistair's Intoxication, Monstrous Menagerie, Summon Greater Demon. And I tried to drop the book, but that's not how books work anymore, Ultra. Not spells that we really care about. Alright, Emperor Scorpions, they're resistant to poison, so that's not going to work. These guys are pretty tanky, they have a lot of AC, they hit pretty hard. What we can do is 19% chance to Freezing Cloud fail. How about we throw one out? Our Ice Beast will not care. I should be a bit more careful not to hit myself because we don't actually have any RC. So even that one turn, we took quite a bit of damage. But our Ice Beasts are completely immune to cold, so they don't care if we Ice Cloud them. So using a combination of these, the Ice Cloud and the Ice Beast, to hold monsters in while they're stuck fighting. Really powerful. These guys, they're not resistant to cold. They're just really tanky as well. Lots of AC, lots of HP. He's just fighting in the Ice Cloud and not dying very quickly. Okay, you should go down. Air magic to 8. Let's get some Orgrebs up in here. I kind of want to hop away. We're kind of hurt. We got really poisoned before, and we haven't had a chance to rest because more monsters keep turning up. Throw out more Orgrebs. And again, this stuff, I should have Ozokubo's armor up. This stuff is going to go down to the Orgrebs. It's your one button to win the spider's nest. It's the one simple trick that spiders hate. I would really love a freezing cloud here as well, to make them run through it to get to us. And they are definitely going down. There's another enchant armor. We're up to 3. If you're playing along at home, here's a Moth of Wrath. Can Ice Beast Berserk? I'm not actually sure. But that's an enemy that you really need to respect in Spider's Nest. If they ever berserk Emperor Scorpions or even Wolf Spiders, you're gonna die. These guys do 25 damage and then bite for 15, and they're fast. When they're hasted and mited, they will wreck you. See, once we got rid of the swarms, there was nothing else. A fine Vestibulus. Well, I am curious. A plus 10 Vestibulus of Flame and RF plus. You know what? This is better than the Staff of Fire. We can wield this to get a point of RF, but then we can also fight with this. I mean, we don't have anything to shoot at the moment, but if we went and picked up some sling bullets, we could have a +10 for stimulus, and that is crazy. On a melee character, I'd probably consider chaining slings for that. That's really good. Let's go Ozakubos. How much skill does it take? It only takes 14 skill to get a Vestibular to min delay. $29 enslavement. The game really wants me to train some evocations, but I will not. Yeah. The orb spiders are really annoying, but we've got smite targeted poison, so they'll go down. Quick spell check. Freezing Cloud has already dropped to 16% and is no longer yellow. Alright, good news. So once we get out of here, we'll be ready for vaults, probably. We're near starving. Fortunately, both these Moth of Wraths have just been on their own. If they weren't, the best thing to do, say you do meet a Moth of Wrath at the same time as a bunch of Emperor Scorpions and that sort of thing, read a Scroll of Fear. The Moth of Wrath doesn't have a huge amount of magic resistance. I mean, they can resist it if you're really unlucky, but the majority of the time you'll fear away the Moth of Wrath. That was a much easier Spider 2. On to Spider 3. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we might be looking good for second rune this episode. Could be a productive one. There's a demonic crawler. One of the few things in here that we can't just destroy with poison, because it's resistant. It's resistant to cold as well, I think. Yes. So Freezing Cloud won't work too well. Ice Beast will, I guess. Oh, well, we may as well drop the Freezing Cloud. Okay, well, we missed. Well, it can't resist icicles. How about that? Down it goes. There's something very satisfying about just hitting your... Oh, that's on key. Hitting your macro a few times and then it just goes down. This is very clean. Didn't even make it to us. Let's try again. Same play. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, it made it to us. A Wand of Clouds. Okay, the game really, 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 really wants us to train evocations. What can we drop? We need this. I'm gonna drop the Wand of Scattershot. I don't love that anyway, and its best use is against Hydras, which I never did once. When we're in the swamp pit. Well, we're not gonna train evocations yet. We might still, but I'd really rather get Freezing Cloud being really reliable. Bolt of Cold 2, it's at 11 right now. I'd rather have them both down in single digits, more around 5% or something like that. And then I'd probably rather have Invo. And then I'd probably rather have Armor. Yeah, I don't see evocations happening. There's another Enchant Armor Scroll. So we're at 4 now, if you're playing along at home. I think, yeah, probably once we get this second rune and we're ready to go into vaults, I think maybe we'll go the Swamp Dragon Scales route. Especially, well, we can think about this later because we've got a while to go yet, but especially if we're having to go into vaults with no MR and where we're potentially going to be meeting paralysis enemies, I'd rather just have extra AC that doesn't rely on casting spells, etc. But we'll see. Who knows? Who knows what we'll find between now and then? We know there's an artifact ring in a ghost vault in Swamp, so maybe that's got triple MR on it. Maybe. We lost our deflecting missiles. That's kind of annoying of you. I think this might be one of those B vaults that you have to dig into. Is there anything actually in there? I mean, we have pass wall. It's not going to work though, because for pass wall, we need a space clear. How much digging? 51 digging. We'll just dig in. There we go. And I failed the all grabs. We can also throw in a freezing cloud to just destroy all the bees. They're all susceptible to poison anyway, so it's not a big deal, but still. It's the win more thought that counts. And we got a teleportation scroll, so not too bad. Torpor snail. There's air magic to 9. Much like the Moth of Wrath, the Torpor snail is scary when you meet it at the same time as a bunch of other scary monsters. A plus 10 war axe with int plus 5 on it. And a bit of minus strength. Int plus 5 versus MP plus 9 of the hand axe of beat. I think I'd rather have the extra magic points than the extra int. Oh, that's not the right one. I was doing Ice Beast instead of Poisonous Vapors. Enchant Weapon, we're not picking up those either. We haven't ever seen anything like a Demon Trident, but if we do, we can always enchant it. There was a double sword though. That's a good weapon, but it takes more skill than the demon weapons do. Is that true? Double sword is 16, yeah. Whereas say Demon Blade, they require 14, so yeah. Maybe I don't want a double sword. Although I don't know. Frogs are better at swords than other weapon types. Yeah, whatever. we don't really need a melee weapon on this character. We have more than enough good spells. That is the wrong one. I did the opposite this time. I went for poison instead of the ice beast. Oh, we're already on Spider 4. We really are flying in here. Okay, so I've got to be a bit more careful of where we're going, because I don't want to just run into the end vault. We're dying, so we're going to hop back to the stairs so that we can go back up. The stuff is going to tick out to the all grabs though. I'll wait for the spiders to go. And then we'll go back up. So we'll reset against the demonic crawler. When we've got Ozakubos up and we've got 24 AC, 26 evasion, 18 shield. So good. Sif Muna gives us Sandblast and Force Lance. No, thank you. Force Lance is such a meme spell. I really don't like it. Alright, there's our end vault. We're going to X that out. We'll do that last. Most of the time that's pretty easy to do because spiders can't open doors. It's only if there's a entropy weaver in there that's going to open the doors to let all the spiders out. Speaking of entropy weavers, there's one. That's the wall. They don't have our poison, so we can poison him. And how about, we're getting corroded like crazy. How about we throw out a freezing cloud? So while he's sitting in there, probably, no, never mind, our ice beast just won. I was going to say, while he's sitting in there destroying all our ice beasts, he'll be dying to poison. Alright, so we've met our first ghost moth. These guys are really, really dangerous for most casters because, well, they take away all your magic and you can't cast. Duh. But they're not as bad for Sif because even with no magic points, we can still cast spells every now and then. Pro tip. Well, okay. Couple of pro tips. One, clouds are really good because if you put it down, even now if you run out, even if you run out of magic, it will be dying to damage over time. Other pro tip, this one's kind of obvious. Put on see invis so you can see the damn thing. If you go, pro tip number 3, if you go invis, it won't suck all your mana because it can't see invis itself. And pro tip number 4, and this is probably, maybe you might call this a tip the devs don't want you to know, but we're gonna XV the ghost moth, and let's see. Let's look at draining gates. No, it doesn't tell you that one. It really just doesn't say anything. Alright, well the tip is, when ghost moths steal your magic, they heal. Fun fact. So, don't use channel magic against the ghost moth. While you might think, okay, well, we're getting drained of our mana, so I'll just make my magic regen really high so I can still cast spells. Okay, yes, but also then the ghost moth will just heal as it sucks all the mana that you're getting. So yeah, don't do that. Let's put Ozakubo's armor on. Okay. And then I guess we'll just try to hit it with the axe while it dies to the cold. It's resistant to cold, it turns out, but it's still gonna die. Alright, good. Let's see. Did it suck our mana? Does the message tell us anything? No. Just your power is leaking away. Alright. Well, yeah, it's a fun known fact. Ghost moths heal when they steal your mana. And it's not obvious that that is the case. I only learned that relatively recently. It was kind of mind-blowing. And it made sense because I can think of times where I've been on casters and the ghost moth was nearly dead. So I drink a potion of magic just so I got a couple more spells to finish it off with. But then of course it sucks your magic and it heals. So it doesn't die and then you're in the same predicament. So there you go. Alright. Time for end vault. That was kind of annoying that Auto Explore wasn't going to reveal that final tile in the corner. So Shift X Control E removes our exclusions. We've got a bunch of dudes. A good tip if you're a melee character or you're anyone who wants to fight these spiders one at a time, dig a kill hole out here, outside the doors, and then when you open this, just run back to your kill hole and you can fight them all at once. But we're okay, because we can get them all in the open with AoE. Poison and freezing. to try that hack again. I think the last time I tried it didn't work. Okay, if I can get it to work. This is definitely a tip the devs don't want you to know. So you can find where the door is by using exclusions. And it's going to be here somewhere. No. No. Maybe it's further out. I swear this works. I swear this is a thing. Come on, I knew you're in here somewhere. Maybe it's not one of the endings that I'm thinking of. I swear it is though. I swear I'm not crazy. Why am I picking stuff up? Oh, because there are more spiders attacking us. Fair. Oh, because our pack's full. That makes sense. What can we drop? Wonder Flame. Alright, now, I swear this is a thing. Maybe I'm crazy? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I keep saying it, but... am I on the wrong side? No, okay, I think I'm crazy. What I'm trying to do is that you can reveal where the door is, because when you go to exclude it, it's a 2-tile door in here. So when you exclude the one tile like this, it excludes both and shows you where the door is. No, it's there. Okay, watch. Maybe they fixed this. Okay, maybe they fixed this. And I am crazy. But I swear that used to be a thing. If you excluded one of these tiles, it would exclude both. And so then you could just exclude the door out, and then it would allow you to auto-explore in here without fearing that you're going to just run back inside. Yeah, I guess they fixed that. Alright, well there you go. Another tip that the devs don't want you to know, and they really don't want you to know. So they shut it down. Let's put our C-Invis on. No, let's Ozakubo's armor first. See? Because it's flying through the freezing cloud, but because it's still sucking our mana, it hasn't taken any damage yet. And now that we've run out of mana, now it's taking damage. So I'm pretty sure it's a thing where they heal if you have mana. Ice magic to 12. Wow, we got that pretty quickly. That's cool, I guess. We'll see if we can make it to 6 pips of Sif BaIE this game. Not that it matters in this game, but it can matter in tournament games. Because you only get points for winning it with a god if at some point in your game you made it to 6 pips of piety. So I have had games before, I think I did it with Fedas, or it might have been Sif, where I wasn't paying attention and I won with that god, but I never made it to full piety, so it didn't count. It's kind of embarrassing. Alright, so final room. One way to do this is to preemptively go invis, and we have 3 potions of those. Most of the spiders can't see invis. We just learnt the ghost moths can't. Emperor scorpions can't either. It's only entropy weavers is the only thing that you really care about that can see invis. That's one way to do it. Another way to do this room is to read a teleport, open the door to sort of release everything, and then just teleport away and come back. Or you can sort of maybe make some ice beasts. Maybe just all grab stuff, drop some freezing clouds. I probably shouldn't have dropped it on myself like that, but it's okay. That's a spark wasp. He is susceptible to poison though, so he'll die pretty quickly. We're losing a lot of mana though. Maybe I should teleport out of this. It's probably the smarter play, but I would at least really like to get rid of the spark wasp if I could. What if we shoot a bolt of cold like this? Alright, got it. And we can do another one because of divine energy. Which, do we fail that? Yeah, we failed it. Okay, that sucks. That was a 7% fail right there. That could have been useful. I don't know. I mean, everything's in the cold. If a ghost moth, sorry, a moth of wrath turned up now would be pretty sad. No, I don't like this. This is getting a ham. We're just going to teleport away. And in the meantime, we're going to hop back. Just while we wait for our teleport to kick in. Alright, good. Okay, so now that we've released everything, they'll sort of wander around. So if we walk back, we can probably, or like this, they'll completely come out. But the point is that, oh right, I've got Steam Viz still on. I was wondering, why can we see them? But the point is that now you can fight them one at a time, rather than fighting them all at once. There's really no point trying to get him as he's approaching us, that first one, because he's just healing off us anyway. And we'll go Ozakubos. Good. Okay. For this guy we can do Ice Base. The reason I wasn't doing Ice Base against the Ghost Moth is because they can't see Invis. So there's just no point. Round 2. I should just use my mana by casting spells. We're gonna lose it anyway, and that way it won't heal at least. It is looking like we are indeed going to get, well we did. We got 2 runes this episode, there you go, that's efficiency. And we've still got time to spare, so 2 runes. Episode 8. MVP episode, alright, so where do we go now? We've got a couple of things we can do. As in major branches, we could go to Elf or we could go to Vaults. Neither of those I really like the prospect of without any MR. We've only got 1 pip, which is natural. So having lower MR in Elf is bad because you can be banished. It's bad in Vaults because, well, you can be banished there too. You can meet Elves, you can also meet Liches. But more commonly, you can meet Paralysis, which is a bad time. And if you have low MR like this, every single Vault Warden you meet, you're going to get marked. So I don't really like either of those. What else could we do? We could go do some ghost busting. Oh yeah, we could go fight Rupert. We still don't have any MR though. I think we could fight Rupert now. So now that we have Freezing Cloud, and we know he's there, so we can preemptively have Ice Base out to not get paralyzed. But if we combine Ice Base with Freezing Cloud, I think we could take Rupert down. And then we could do we've done D15. Damn. I was just, okay, never mind. I was thinking maybe we could do D15 and find an MR ring, but I already did that, so let's not fight Rupert. Okay, never mind. But Ghosts. Right, there are 3 ghosts on Rupert's floor, but I don't really want to go there. The place we would go to Ghost Boss would be Swamp. So let's see. Here's the artifact ring. Okay. Well, the thing... So what's going to happen if we go through is we're going to end up in the middle here. I don't know if going through a teleporter or transporter like this counts as a movement for Ozokubos. So we'll lose it. But what we can do, because we've got hop, is we can always hop back to the other thing and we can sort of transported dance. It's not stair dancing, so I guess it's transported dance. These enemies out a couple at a time. The ghost just has shroud and it hits for 50 damage. With a weapon of venom. Why are you playing a troll with a weapon? You should be using your claws, buddy. That's why you died, Enoch. Trolls are good with claws. Alright, well let's find out about Ozokubos. Hey, we didn't. So we still got our Ozokubos. Alright, well let's hop towards the exit. Or I could also just hop towards the loot and steal the loot. But I guess this is free experience if we're not dying. So we'll get on the exit. We'll dance this stuff out. And then we'll just repeat until we kill everything. And then hope that that's a triple MR plus ring. I need everything to go over here so they're not blocking the exit. Alright, so we Ozokubos. All this stuff doesn't care about RC or cold damage. So there's not even any point. Yeah, well, we just keep doing it. We hop. Oh, I just realized. Okay, that's a 5-headed Hydra simulacrum, and we don't have any RC on right now. So we need to immediately switch to protection from cold instead of see invis. Yeah, I should have done that before we came in. That was really dumb. Each time this Hydra attacks you, can do 39 extra cold damage. So if you have no RC, you are asking to die. If you let a whatever that thing's called. We're also just dying to Enoch here. If you let Hydra Simulacrum hit you, yeah, you're asking to die. Okay, Enoch hits for 50. That's really scary. We can't hop right now. So I guess, well, we want to read a teleport to reset this, but I'm thinking, yeah, we could die to this. The 7-headed Hydra could hit us 7 times for 14 each, and Enoch can hit for 50. So I'm going to use one of our scrolls of blinking to get away, and then we're going to read a teleport. Alright, so that was fun. That kind of came about because I had to spend that turn there, switching to the RC ring. That was bad of me. Alright, and then the question is, can we fight Enoch? Maybe not. I mean, maybe. Alright, here he is. Let's check his resistances. He doesn't even have cold resistance. Alright, he's going to get destroyed. Alright. So, standing in freezing clouds, being attacked by ice base without any RC. He's just going to go down. Not too bad. Alright, and now let's go fight this stuff again. It's kind of funny to me that Ozokubo's armor works with transporters. What are you? You're a spiny frog simulacrum. You're not too scary. See, it's the same tile if you remember back when we did the ice cave as the dire elephant. There's a big difference between fighting a dire elephant and fighting a spiny frog. Alright. Got the ghost crab. I just wanted to kill him before I went on because I was getting really annoyed by his clouds. You're also really annoying. It's okay. You just hit him with the hand axe of beat and our 0 axe skill. He went down. Alright, and I think this time we should be able to do it. I could enslave the Hydra Simulacrum. That was maybe a better play than trying to kill it. So then it will just fight the shadows for me. And then I'll retreat you away so I can preemptively make some friends. MP plus 9, int plus 4. Okay, so that's a great ring. I'd rather have that than plus 3 evasion on this character, I think. Because our defenses are so good anyway. Having extra magic and extra int, both going to be really handy. Alright, so let's drop plus 3 evasion. We'll do this one instead, the Ring of Compassion. It's unfortunately not triple MR plus, which is what we were really after, but that's okay. Oh, we got one more ghost to bust. On Swamp 2. This one. Well, there's a ring there. That could be an MR ring still. It might still happen. Alright, so this ghost doesn't hit too hard, but has Aralek. Same thing though. Where is the exit? Oh, it's in that corner. Okay, so we can go in and we can hop back to the exit and we can stare dance stuff out. I want to draw them all up away from our exit though. And let's preemptively do Ogreb so that it's on. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one too. Oh, right, because it wants... It thinks I can't see anything, which is true, but I want to get the status on. So then when I go in, it's running. Okay, good. Because that's going to kill all the... by all, I mean the one hornet. Let's hop to the exit. And can we just freezing cloud everything? That would make this a lot easier. I should have checked this ghost too. Very resistant to cold, so he's going to be a bit more difficult. Yeah, well, all this other stuff's dying. Let's exit though. Our ice base is still in there, so he can fight this stuff for us. And then, how do we kill this stuff? Probably we just see... Well, no, let's kill the slime creature first, because that's going to be the easier one to kill. We want to do Ozokubos again. And I think we just see if we can throw Icicle it to death, because that's partially irresistible. I mean, oh, we should make some ice base too, so it can kind of help out. Okay, I don't see this working. We've got one acid. Oh, sorry, not one acid. Only a few charges of acid. If I try Wand of Clouds, it's likely just to do low-level cloud... sorry. Let me start again. If I do Wand of Clouds, because we don't have much evocations training, it's most likely to do low-level clouds, which are probably going to be Mephitic Cloud and other things that won't affect the ghost. If we're lucky, we might get fire or cold, and he's very resistant to both of those anyway. So, what's the point? Similarly, our Lamp of Fire is not going to do much, because he's very resistant to fire. Maybe we'll make a box of base. Maybe that can help. Yeah, I was right 2 episodes ago, whenever it was, when I was thinking a juvenile beast was an upgraded version. Because this is a lava one. That's more what you expect to get out of box when you don't have any Evo. So I rolled really well last time apparently. Okay, our hop's back, so we can now hop back to these stairs if we're going to die. We get electrocuted, that hurts. I should just have the Staff of Air in our hand, I think. So we have Aralek, and I'll just stand here with that Ozakubo's armor and tank. I guess I may as well attack with the Staff of Air. I mean, we can do that. It's not going to do much. A staff relies on your magic skill, which we do have 9 air magic, that's true. But it also relies on your staff skill and your evocation skill. Both of those two we have 0 with. So I'm not expecting to do much. And it's Aralek anyway. But we may as well do that. It's better than nothing. And every time we get access to our magic again, we'll just throw another icicle. Oh yeah, he's nearly dead. Okay, it's working. Missed. I mean, we are triggering some. I do see messages every now and then that says lightning courses. Oh no, that's him. Okay, I saw lightning courses and I thought, wow, our Staff of Air is actually doing lightning procs, but no, he has a Lek weapon too. We can take some more hits. Damn it! All our ice beasts ran out. Box of beasts, go! It's a lava one again. This one will be stronger. I think this guy will win. I'm gonna hop back to the stairs though, because this is getting a bit sketchy. There's something in the way. I can hop to here, but not around the glass. Okay, go box. Get him. I'll make some ice base. Go friends. He just destroyed my ice base. Oh, sorry, my box of beast. They're all beasts. Too many beasts. I feel like I'm playing Beastmaster right now. Can we do Primal Roar? Maybe can we Ice Blast him? Not really. Only if we hit our beast as well. I'm gonna go Acid. I really just want to kill this guy. Why won't you die? Oh, there we go. Okay, good. One final ice shard. And we did it. Alright, good. So now we can actually raid this loot. That was more difficult than I thought it would be. I don't know why I'm still carrying the Staff of Air, but we are. It does make our Freezing Cloud more powerful, so that's one bonus of holding it. And let's see what we got. A Runed Helmet, which we can't pick up. I really just want to lose the Holy Word. Oh, and a Glowing Double Short Sword. I'm gonna ID that. It's double short sword of Holy Wrath. Interesting. 15 rune sword frog, anyone? Let's drop our chunks of flesh. There we go. +2 helmet of int. That is an upgrade. Nice. So we get even more int. And if we're lucky, this is a magic resistance ring. That's not the right button. That is, it's +2 dex. Never lucky. That's alright. Okay, still probably worth. We did find a double sword, which I'm going to ignore. And we did upgrade our helmet. And we got some extra experience. Alright, but that's going to be it for now. So next episode, we've got the decision of, do we want to go to vaults, or do we want to do at least a little bit of elf? I'll have to think about it. See you then.